Today we are unable to come together as a community, but we can still remember those who have gone before us. I invite you to watch this video and hear the names of all those from Chirk who have given their lives for our freedom, lest we forget.
Private Arthur Edwards, Private Edward Evans, Private George Evans, Private John Faulkner, Private Alfred Fieldhouse, Private Edward Hall.
Private Joseph Ainsley, Private Charles Bailey, Captain Henry Bailey, Sapper George Baines, Private William Beckett.
Private Richard Bishop, Lance Corporal George Burgoyne, Private Samuel Cork,
Sergeant Arthur Davis, Driver Isaac Davis, Private Robert Davis,
Private Alfred Hamblett, Private James Hamblett, Private William Hamer, Lance Sergeant John Haywood, Lieutenant Edward Hill Trevor, Private Frederick Hughes,
Corporal William Humphreys, Sergeant Andrew Jackson, Second Lieutenant Bernard Jobb, Private Albert Jones, Private Charles Jones,
Private Tom Sudlow, Sergeant Gordon Taylor, Flying Officer Hugh Webb, Sergeant Eric Williams, Leading Aircraftman Maurice Williams and Sergeant Vincent Williams,
Flying Officer Michael Ankers, Sergeant Leslie Darlington, Sergeant Ellis Edwards, Trooper Ronald Edwards, Gunner Fred Francis, Private Bernard Jenkins,
Private Herbert Tunner, Private Edward Whitfield Hughes, Driver Joseph Williams, Private William Williams, Corporal John Wooler, Private Charles Wyman,
Private Thomas Rowlands, Able Seaman Albert Rushant, Private Charles Stokes, Sapper James Todd, Ordinary Seaman William Todd, Private George Walker,
Lieutenant Donald Craig, Sergeant Ronald Johnson, Fusilier Edwin Owens, Flying Officer Terence Fellon, Sergeant George Phillips, Fusilier Frank Roberts, Sergeant Stanley Roberts, Gunner Wallace Roberts,
Gunner John Morris, Private Thomas Morris, Corporal Edwin Nash, Private Harold Overson, Private William Owens, Private William Page,
Private Thomas Lewis, Second Lieutenant Gilbert Lloyd, Sergeant Maurice Manning, Captain Wynne Marshall, Private Edward Morris, Private James Morris,
Sergeant Cecil Pope, Private Gilbert Roberts, Private Henry Roberts, Private Morris Roberts, Private Stanley Rogers, Lance Corporal Sidney Rogers,
Private Ernest Jones, Private Harold Jones, Private John Jones, Private William Jones, Corporal Albert Cowshaw, Rifleman Joseph Collins,
Private Stanley Parrish, Sergeant John Parsons, Private Charles Pearce, Private Ernest Phillips, Lieutenant Philip Payne Galloway, Sergeant James Pearce. And in the morning we will remember them.
Lest we forget.
Lest we forget.
Lest we forget.
Lest we forget.
Lest we forget.